Welcome back to the Low Country View of Hilton Head. I'm your host, Earl Yates, and my guest has been Alex Brown. He's a part of the Native Islander series, of course, growing up here on Hilton Head with Alex alongside. We've been through just about everything. The first half of the show, we covered who Alex is and what he's gone through, pretty much the same thing we've gone through together, and who he is as a person. And now, I'll do my best to give you a little insight of what Alex is doing for our community now. All right, when we left off, Alex, we were speaking just a little bit about how the small world feel of Hilton Head kept us really connected to people, to where we're not, even though of course you are, I wouldn't say I am as technology savvy as the most people are, but we still communicate with each other and with everyone else because of the way we grew up. Now, let's start off basically. Now, after high school, you came out and you went into the business world. What was it like for you?
Well, my bosses, okay, I work for a company called Camp Hilton Head, okay, and my bosses tell a story a lot better than I do, okay, of the success of a native islander, working hard and growing from the bottom to the top. And I started out as a delivery guy at this company many years ago, 18 years ago, I guess, and kind of worked my way up into lower management, upper management, and now I'm vice president of operations for this company. And it's funny because I obtained the job through my dad, who's a builder, was actually building one of the stores, okay, and asked the owner if he could get me a summer job. And here you go. And, it's been a good ride. It's been really good to me, but it just goes back to, what we spoke on earlier, Earl, and the fact of, you treat people good, okay, and you work hard, and the sky's the limit. And that's what's happening here with me. And it's also put me in a position to be able to help in other forms also, in forms of community service.
Well, I mean, I'll go back first. You said Earl. You don't know me, Earl. Don't call me Earl.
Okay.
It's EY, of
Okay,
course. and next, you say 18 years. Wow, you've gotten old, Alex.
Yeah, thanks.
And it's amazing how how we go through life, and life just continues to go. And it's up to you whether you participate. And
Sure.
Obviously, you've participated a whole lot. I mean, not only have you taken Camp Hilton Head to where it is now, but you also have two companies of your own.
Sure. Silent Partners in two companies, a landscape business, okay, and also a barbershop and beauty salon, okay. It's called Major League Barbershop and Beauty Salon out in Bluffton. And, those are things that I created because I wanted to make sure that I had something here on Hilton Head, okay. Businesses that folks can come by and work for a guy like me that's a person that's real fair, okay, number one, and also create some opportunities because not everyone's going to go to college and become a doctor, okay. We definitely need jobs for folks that want to do landscape and have an art in that, okay. As far as the barbering and salon business is concerned, there are a lot of folks that have that skill, okay, and need to have the opportunity to work somewhere. And, that's why I decided to go in that route.
Well, it's so easy for anyone who came up here on Hilton Head to admire what you've done, because like when you grew up, as you went through from age 15 on through, when you're trying to discover, okay, what does this world have to offer for me, and what do I have to offer for the world? It was wonderful to see that, I mean, you had already at least put up in your mind that I have something to give to the community, which you are already doing now in a fantastic way, not only as an employer, but also spiritually. I mean, at the church. Now you go to Central Oak Grove Baptist Church, and you pretty much lead the youth ministry there, which is enormous in itself. I mean, for me, I believe in this day and time, the most important thing that you can have is a strong spiritual base. And you obviously have that. And there's no way I could let you leave my show without telling me a little bit about that side of Alex Brown.
Well, spiritually, I've come a long way, and we all have. Okay, but when you have a spiritual base, and it goes back to growing up here on Hilton Head, where as a young boy you had to go to church. Okay, there wasn't an option. Okay, but the learning, the experiences that you go through growing up really sets the foundation for later on. Okay, and things get tough for me just like they get tough for everyone else. But just having that to fall back on, it means a lot. That's the only way that I get through, and I think that's my drive. That's my reason for being. That's my reason for having the three businesses. That's my reason for being involved in several different community service activities, is because I wake up every morning and I'm breathing, so that means I got to be doing something. The idle time is not good, so I keep moving. I keep doing something, and again, that's my fuel, the spiritual.
Well, with that being said, it's of course no surprise that with that same drive and that same determination, not only through the workforce, but also through the church, that you would have such a strong hand in the Martin Luther King Foundation celebration that we have on the island.
Sure. I joined that committee several years ago, and I'd say it's probably one of the first committees that I joined. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't join on my own. I was kind of forced into it by a fellow by the name of Melvin Campbell, who's the chairperson of that committee. And I always say that you can learn a lot from old folks, okay? And I'm not calling Melvin old, but he's older than me, okay? And he brought me on. I guess he saw something there, he saw my not only my vision, but my fire, wanting to do something. And he brought me on, and it's been a great run, okay? I've learned a lot from these folks. And if you don't mind, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Martin Luther King celebration.
Man, please continue, Alex.
Okay. It's going to start actually next Thursday, all right? And next Thursday is going to be the community worship event at Queen Chapel, AME Church. Okay, that starts at 7, all right? There'll be various clergymen speaking there, as well as the Hilton Head High's Out of the Blue Chorus, which is pretty popular here on Hilton Head. And then on Friday night, we're going to have a film showing over at All Saints Episcopal Church. And this year's film is titled Once Upon a Time When We Were Colored. And it stars Al Freeman and Felicia Rashad. And each year we try to pick a film that depicts something along the lines of African American history. And this film is of sort. And it's a PG rating film, so you can bring your kids, okay, it's fine. And that starts at 7 o'clock. And then Saturday, we've got what is known to a lot of folks on Hilton Head as the Fifth Saturday event, which is our community service event. And we'll have breakfast at the same church, All Saints Episcopal, on that Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. And then we'll go out and we'll perform some type of job duty, some type of project for either an individual or organization here on Hilton Head. It's our way of giving back, okay? Because there are a lot of folks on Hilton Head that need some help. And then Monday is, of course, the march. We'll march from the parking lot of Hilton Head High down 278, back up Main Street, okay? And then we'll finish up with a keynote speaker in the VPAC Center at Hilton Head High. And this year's speaker is the Dr. Reverend Lynette Pearson, who runs the Low Country Pantry of Sandalwood, okay? And this year's theme is Hunger Hurts the Beloved Community. And, we talk about Hilton Head being very beautiful and very nice and wealthy in sorts, but there are folks here on Hilton Head that need to eat, okay? They can't afford to eat. And this lady has put forth a continuous effort to feed folks. And that's our theme this year. We're going to be collecting canned food at each event. Okay, so if anyone comes out, please bring a can of something. And, I think that Martin Luther King had a dream, which was for us all to come together as one. I think as a nation, as a world, that's happening. And I truly believe that if the man was still living at this point, he would be trying to conquer some of the other challenges. Okay, I think hunger is one of them. So we're trying to keep in lines of what his dream was and continues to be.
Well, Alex, my man,
Good to see you, man.
it's good to have you on. I mean, you're an inspiration not only to those who know you, but if anyone wants to look into what this island really does have to offer. It doesn't matter if you're an island native, black, white, Latino, it doesn't matter. You're an inspiration to us all to see that you can come from such humble beginnings and become the man that you are now. And, you know, it's pretty, I'll pat myself on the back later for having grown up with you and actually know you at this period of time, because I'm sure there's going to be a time in history that people will look back and be very thankful that you've been a part of their life.
Sure.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Well, this has been Low Country View of Hilton Head. My name is Earl Yates. I'm your host, and my guest has been Alex Brown. I hope you've enjoyed it just as much as I have. Have a good night, and I'll see you next week.